Kathryn from the Walworth Library. We're going to be learning how to make the butterfly garland today. This is a completed one. You can hang it and put it wherever you want. I'm going to put this aside. All you're going to need is your 7 pieces of paper that are in your bag, your twine, and then from home you're just going to need to grab some tape, or you can glue, and some scissors. Alright, so I'm going to start folding. I'm just going to move everything off my surface. I'm going to be folding 2 butterflies, just to show you, instead of folding all 7. And then I'll show you how to put them on the twine. So you're going to want to fold it in half, both hamburger and hot dog style. So that you have 2 lines. Then you're going to want to fold this corner, this point to this point. All the way along. So you've got this line. Do the same, then you're going to want to turn it so that the points you just folded make a straight line going like this, and you take this point and fold it to this point. Sometimes you have to roll the points a little bit to make sure they line up. You now have these and these, and you're going to want to fold these 2. Just fold it down. So now you have 2 squares, each divided in 2. So what I like to do is hold my middle point and push right here until you just want to push it in. This line right here, you push it in and you reverse fold it, which just means you're folding it in the opposite way of the way it was. So you have 2 flaps here. And you just want to do the same thing on the other side. So same line, push it in. Push it in, reverse fold it, push it in. 2 flaps. So you've got 2 flaps here and here. So you're going to want to leave it folded, and you're going to want to cut off these points. Just make a little, make them rounded. So I like to point it towards me so that the flaps are loose on top, and then I just sort of start in and work my way around. So I want to get rid of that little sharp edge, so you've just got smooth edge. And then flip it and do the other side. Do the same thing. Now I've noticed they're a little bit uneven, so I'm just going to go over here, make this one a little bit less pointy so that they're matched. So you've got 2 sides, so you can just move these off to the side. So you want to move it so the flaps are pointing towards you. So the rounded part is pointing towards you, the pointy triangle point is pointing up, and you take one side of the flap and you fold it up like this, and you take the other side and you do the same thing. You're just folding them to that center line. So now you've got 2. Then you're just going to want to take the point and flip the whole piece over. So flip it over. Now the point's pointing towards you, and you can no longer see your folded sides in. You leave them folded, and you take your point and you fold it up right just a little bit over. Now this part is a little bit tricky. You're going to want to grab from up here, grab from here, take this point, push it over so it's lined up in the center. Now hold the middle point with 1 finger and the 2 wings with your 2 other fingers and fold it in half. and press, and then you might have to press a little bit more along here. Press, 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 and you have one butterfly. I'm going to show again, but there's one. So I'm going to re-show you how again. So you're going to want to fold it in half like a hamburger and like a hot dog. And fold this point to this point. My paper's on a little bit on the big side because I hand cut these, so I'm just going to trim it a little bit. Yours should all be exact. Then open it, then turn, folding these in half, this point to this point. So the bottom point to the top point is the way I always do it. And then roll those corners so everything's lined up. Folding all the way along. So once again, we've got this line, and the two crossing. You're just going to fold this line down. And you just want to hold that middle point, go to the side, open it up, and press this line in just to the middle point to get your two flaps. So one side is done, and you just want to do the same thing on the other side. So you've got your triangle with the flaps. You just want to cut off those points again. So I always hold it so that the flaps are pointing away from me and the folded side is pointing towards me. And just sort of guide your scissors along and get rid of that point. And then I just flip it. Same thing, guide your scissors along, get rid of that point. If you notice they're a little bit different, you can trace them on ahead of time. I just like to freehand it. So I've noticed this one's a little more pointy than the other one. So I'm just going to go back and make them match up. Move those to the side. Okay, same thing again. The pointy part of your triangle points away from you, and you fold up one side of the flap. So fold it up, fold it up. Making a little uneven. Now you're going to want to take it and take this point and flip it under and then towards you. So you're flipping the whole thing around. Now the point is towards you and you can no longer see the folded flaps. So what you want to do now is you take the point and you fold it up just a little bit over the top line up here. Press, and you want to grab the point and your wings and flip it over so you can see your wings folding and forming. You take this point and fold it all the way over, pinching right here, then pinch the center and put your pointer finger right here and use your thumb and I want to say forefinger and pinch the wings in like that. And then pull these down a little bit, pull them down and just push along the body the bottom of your butterfly. You just push along it until you have it in the shape you want, because you want it to stand up a little bit. And again, my paper is not exact, yours will be, but I'm just going to trim that off because I don't like it. And you have 2 butterflies. I have made the rest of the butterflies so that we can just attach them. This is the very simple part. So you take your twine and you just arrange them in whatever color pattern you want. I'm going to do some sort of rainbow. And you want them to each face a different direction. So the red one's going on this way, the pink one's going to go on this way, the yellow one will go on this way, the green one will go on this way, and I'll show you the completed in a minute. And blue, and you're probably going to want to space them out more than me. I'm just trying to keep them all in the frame. But so you can tape or glue. I'm just going to tape. So you take your twine and you put it to the back of your butterfly. I'm just using some glue Scotch tape. You can also glue. Take a small piece of tape. And I like to push it again. Make sure it stays in style, in shape. So red one's on, spacing it out a little bit. Pink one's up next. Just a really thin. Okay. Pink one is facing the opposite way of the red one. And you can always measure it. I'm just going to guesstimate how much to put them apart. Yellow one. Oh, we've still got a little piece of tape here. Again, I like to pinch it again as I put the tape on. So pinch it really hard and then flip it over, and then it stays in position. Dark blue. Again, the opposite way. Again, I'm pinching it as I tape it. Light blue. You might have different colors in there, so it's your choice of what colors you can put together. You also don't have to do all 7. You could do smaller garlands or shorter things and do less butterflies on each one. Light blue. And then last on this one is going to be purple. These can go, you could make a very long garland if you want to do more butterflies. Again, when I tape, I'm also taking the body and pinching it up again. And there it goes. It'll twirl around a little bit, but if you hang it right, none of your tape would show. And there's your butterfly garland. I'm just putting both out. Again, just pinch it up. All right, and that's your whole project.